The Georgia Bulldogs are coming off of a very interesting season. Heading into the 2024 season, the Georgia Bulldogs were the back-to-back college football national champions, and they were looking to three-peat in the expanded playoffs. However, after a heartbreaking loss to Alabama in week 4 of their 2024 season, and then a couple weeks later being absolutely blindsided by Ole Miss, it looked like Georgia was going to be out for the count. However, Georgia clawed their way out of that hole. They actually beat the #1 team in the country, Texas, twice. They beat Texas earlier on in the season at Texas, and then they beat them again at the end of the season. But all of that would end when they would be, at least in my opinion, upset by Notre Dame in the college football playoffs. And now with Georgia losing their star quarterback Carson Beck to Miami through the transfer portal and losing a ton of players to the NFL draft, what is Georgia gonna do heading into 2025? Well, I'll tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna absolutely reload. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Georgia finished off the 2025 recruiting class with the second best recruiting class in the entire country, but they landed 8 of the top 50 players in the class. Almost 20% of the top 50 players in the class of 2025 went to Georgia. That's just absolutely insane. And on top of that, they landed talented transfer prospects like Vanderbilt wide receiver Micah Bell. They also landed one of the best wide receivers available in the portal coming over from Texas A&M, Noah Thomas, who stands at 6'6" and 200 pounds. And they also brought over the Branch brothers from USC. They brought over 3-star transfer safety Zion Branch, who is 6'2", 210, and they landed his little brother Zachariah Branch, who is just an absolute dog and was one of the top overall players in the transfer portal, standing at 5'10", 175 pounds. He will be a dynamic playmaker for the Bulldogs. And what's crazy is you landed all that, and then I'm gonna show you the top 5 players that you guys landed in the class of 2025. All my Bulldog fans, stand up, leave this video a like, and get hyped because, hey, you guys are setting up to go crazy next season. Leave this video a like, hit that subscribe button, sit back, relax, enjoy this video, and comment down below. Who do you guys want to be your starting QB next season? Do you want it to be somebody that you already have in your program? Or do you want to go test the transfer market and see if you could bring in a quarterback from another team? Comment your thoughts down below. With that being said, let's take a look at these top 5 recruits. 3, 2, 1. Starting it off, you guys landed the 7th best defensive lineman in the class and 4-star defensive lineman Darren Ikanagban. This kid is 6'5", 250 pounds. He's the 3rd best player in the state of New Jersey. Like, this guy is just an animal. Yo, New Jersey is low-key one of my favorite states to watch players come from because it just folded him. Because New Jersey is one of those states that has a ton of high-profile programs. It's just the last state that you're thinking of when you think of like high school football talent. Yo, this guy, he is just, it is a black hole where he's at. Like, you seriously are just not able to get away from him. Look at how long his arms are. Yeah, he's gonna be out there hawking guys down for sure. And at number 4, we're already into the 5-star recruits. You guys landed the number... You guys landed the #1 linebacker in the country. This is Zayden Walker. This guy, I've literally watched him since his true freshman year in high school. 6'1.5", 225 pounds of pure hatred. This kid plays with his hair on fire. When you think of a Georgia linebacker, this is exactly who you're looking for. Great motor, does not stop, constantly is attacking the ball. 4th best player in the state of Georgia, top 25 player in the country. I mean, just look at how quick he was getting off this edge. Just nope. And then is a sideline to sideline player. You could throw him in the middle, you could throw him outside, you could even drop him back into coverage. Whatever you need this guy to do, he is going to make it happen. I mean, look at how effective he is at getting into the backfield. Hey, I know we're at number 4, but he low-key might be your best player. I'm just letting y'all know that up front. This might be the best player that you guys landed in the class of 2025. He just plays exactly how you would want your linebacker to play. On fire, but controlled. I mean, just constantly look how good of a pursuit angle this is. Constantly stays with, he doesn't let this cutback lane stay there. He squares him up, boom, runs straight into him. Like, come on, you can't ask for anything more from a linebacker. And then his first step is so quick. I would love to know what his 10-yard split time is. Like, he is able to get off the ball in a hurry. Next up, you guys landed one of the largest players in the class of 2027. This is 6'7", 365-pound offensive tackle Juan Gaston. He is just an absolute unit. 18th best player in the class of 2025. This guy, just sit him down. Yo, that's not even fair. He is going to make a great just pillar on that offensive line. You're seriously just, oh, you know that can't feel good at all. This guy, he simply knows how to just get a guy out from underneath him. And he moves pretty well. I mean, 6'7", 365. Like, this kid is huge. Next up, they're just gonna keep on landing #1 players at their position. This is the #1 edge rusher in the country in Isaiah Gibson. 6'3.5", 270 pounds. Remember that. This kid's almost 300 pounds moving as efficiently as he does. Way to bend around the corner. Second best player in the state of Georgia. Yeah, I mean, Georgia dominated the state of Georgia when it comes to recruiting. I believe you guys landed all 5 of your top 5 players in the state. But yeah, Isaiah Gibson, this one hurts a little bit because I'm a USC fan and he was committed to USC for a hot minute. I knew it wasn't gonna last. I was very surprised that he even decided to commit to USC, but yeah, he should have been going to Georgia. USC does not know how to develop defensive line talent, but Georgia definitely knows how to develop some defensive line talent. #1 edge rusher in the country, and it shows. I mean, his just ability to be able to get into the backfield, the strength. I mean, just throw him off of you. And then doesn't give up too. A lot of the edge rushers, as soon as they beat their man, if they see that the play's kind of going away from them, they just kind of give up. You're like, all right, cool, I did my job. I put the guy on the ground. But no, he does not stop until he's got that guy wrapped up. Like, just bully him. Just come on. That's just not even fair. Oh, and last but certainly not least, Georgia landed the #1 player in the state of Georgia, the #1 defensive lineman in the country, and the 3rd best player overall in the class of 2025. This is Elijah Griffin, 6'5", 300 pounds. This dude is going to be an absolute monster for the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, just look at how quickly he's able to get his hand out of the dirt and get into the backfield. Boom, swoop, nope, come here. This kid, he is going to be your Jalen Carter. He's going to be like on that level of talent. I mean, his just ability to be quick off the ball at 300 plus pounds it's just something that just can't be taught. You have to just have it in you. To be able to move 300 pounds that efficiently is extremely impressive. I'm excited to watch him in Georgia's spring game. You know he's going to be getting a lot of attention. Anytime that you're the #1 player in a top recruiting class like Georgia has, there's going to be a lot of eyes on you. I think a player like Elijah Griffin can live up to it. I've been watching him since he was like a freshman or sophomore. He has done nothing but continue to improve year after year, getting bigger, stronger, more explosive, knowing how to get more and more release moves out of his bag. Like, this kid, he's cold out here for real. So those are the Georgia Bulldogs top 5 recruits in the class of 2025. Comment your thoughts down below right now. After watching all 5 of those players, who are you guys most excited to bring in? For me, I'm still sticking with Zayden Walker. I think that kid is something special. I know he's technically ranked as your 4th best player. I think he's tied with Elijah Griffin at #1. Like, to me, Zayden Walker is what I would consider a top 5 player in a class. He just has all the intangibles. Big, strong, ridiculously fast for the position, is intelligent with his pursuit angles. Everything that you need him to do, he can do it. And then Elijah Griffin. I know it's always I always feel like I'm just copping out whenever I pick a player who's the #1 player in the class, but he's the number one player in his class for a reason. Like, he is able to do things that other players who they might be his size, but they're not as explosive. There might be players who are more explosive, but they're not his size. He has every intangible that you could look for, and he's got it in one package. Like, this kid is gonna be something special. But comment your thoughts down below, leave this video a like, and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any of the fire videos that we drop on the channel. I love and appreciate each and every single last one of y'all. If nobody's told you this today, I love you. I'm so thankful that you're spending another day on this beautiful earth. Know that if you're going through anything, that you can always call upon Jesus Christ. Hey, I say it at the end of all my videos for a reason. You made it to the end of this video because God wanted to just kind of speak this into your heart through me. So, hey, if you're hearing this, it's not a coincidence. It's Jesus Christ trying to reach out to you, just saying, hey, just don't forget about me. If you're ever going through anything, know that you can always come to me. But it's never pushy. He's just saying, hey, I am an option, but he is the only option at the end of the day. Always remember that. Love and appreciate all y'all. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.